So how many of you beginner golfers out there get that tee shot away, you've hit the fairway, but then you've got the dreaded iron and you stand up to the golf ball, no real confidence in what you're doing, and it's a cold top that moves 10 yards down the fairway. Now what we're going to work on today is we're going to run through some basics, make sure you're holding the club well, standing well, and give you a really simple way of making sure you strike your irons well every time. And even if the control's not perfect, you're moving it down the hole, getting near the hole quicker and getting those scores down. So I've said beginner golfers, but this might be relevant if you've been playing for a while. So what we're going to do is work how we're going to pop the hands on the club, which should give us some control on the club face, and then a little routine that you can set up in the same way every time to give you the best chance of being consistent. So you want to hold the club in your right hand for a right-handed golfer. Make sure that front edge is straight up, so that club face is nice and square. Then all we're going to do is left hand out, and we're going to put the club in the fingers and close the hand on top. And then the right hand, again, fingers under and close the hands on top so that the thumb and that meaty pad create like a male and female joint. Now you could have your hands separate, you could have them overlapping, or you could interlock. For me, this is where the hands are joined, so whichever of those three you're going to use for now, I'm more than happy with that. So once we've got hold of the club, we need to set up in the same way to the ball each time. So with your hands on the club, you're going to point the club in the direction that you're looking for. Let the arms just hang from the shoulders. You don't want to feel tight in or overstretching, but just relaxed from there. So club behind, arms relaxed. Start with your feet together and then go equal steps both sides, and just posturally just feel nice and comfortable over the golf ball. So you've set up in the same way every time, but now we need to make a nice simple swing that's going to give us a good strike. And I don't want you at the moment to be getting position orientated in your golf swing. So I just want you to think of the club drawing a circle around your body. So you're going to go half circle back, full circle around, and do a few swings like that and get that feel. So what you'll notice straight away is it'll feel very natural, hopefully feel a much more simple movement. And once you've spent a few minutes doing the swing, then you've got to make sure that you understand how you're going to deliver the club to strike the ball. So to hit a good shot from the floor, we want to make contact with ball and then ground. But, and this will sound odd, I want you to practice, whether you're on the course or on the range, hitting as many shots from the ground as possible. Because what I see with a lot of golfers, even when they go out on the golf course, they'll tee the ball up in the air. Now the problem with that is you can make a great swing, actually hit a good shot, but the problem is as soon as I put the ball on the floor there, I'm going to top it, because the club's been allowed to come back above the ground, so I'm not actually rehearsing what I'm doing. So what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to make some swings, nice full circles, and just touch the ground. I don't care where you touch it for now. So fantastic. We've seen a little bit of interaction there. If you're on the driving range, just touch the mat. So that's good. And very quickly you'll get used to that. So then what we need to do is make sure we touch the ground in the correct place. So, might get in trouble with the greenkeepers here, but we're going to scuff a little line into the grass. Or if you're on the range mat, use the line that's on the mat or get a piece of chalk and draw it on there. We're going to set up as though the golf ball is the line, and I want you to try and hit the ground this side of the line. Perfect. So we can see lines there, divots after the golf ball or after the line. That would have been a good strike. So obviously I'm not going to do 10 swings on this video, but then we're going to pop the golf ball on the line. Now all I'm going to do is make that half circle back, full circle through, and try and touch the ground after the golf ball. So I've gone through my routine, fingers under, set up in the same way each time, make that swing and touch the ground. That's perfect. We can see that one landing on the green, just rolling off to the fringe. But again, there we can see ball and then turf contact. And it is amazing. So many golfers, first of all, don't think they should touch the ground. So that's a huge issue to begin with. Then when they do touch the ground, they touch the wrong place. But often they'll say, I've hit the ground too much. It's not too much, it's wrong place. Get good at controlling where you touch the ground, which is actually the low point of your golf swing. And if you can do that with your irons, obviously this is a 7-iron, so 7-iron down to sand wedge, ball would be in the middle. Now, as the irons get a little bit longer, you might want to just have the ball slightly forward. So all you would do from there is go smaller step, slightly bigger step. See, that would be slightly forward, but we still want to be contacting the ground ahead of the golf ball. So one last one. Remember, beginners, or you might have been playing golf for 30 years and still can't hit your irons. You're going to set up, fingers under palm on top, fingers under palm on top, club down to the ground, arms are nice and relaxed, equal both sides, nice full circle, touch the ground after the ball. Wasn't the best one, but we can see there, coming up just short with the miss hit, but it was in the air. The strike was much better than that one that went 10 yards. And if you can run through what I've done there and use that as your blueprint with your irons, all of a sudden, hitting those is going to be a strength of your game, and the worry that you had about tops and thins will be gone forever.